Hey, happy Black Friday. I hope you're doing all the shopping, improving your life, and getting all the things that just make your life easier and more fun. Today, I want to bring you, of course, an offer that I've already shared last week because I thought last week was Black Friday. That's going to help you improve your business. So, what do we know about communication? For those of you that don't know me, I do DISC personalities. And of course, the important thing is in our ability to communicate. And if you're not communicating effectively, you're not making sales. And here are the two things that help you effectively convert prospects into customers. And that's what you're looking for, are paying customers. That's what helps a business run. And the two things are conversation and collateral. Now, most of us think we're pretty good at conversation. We're like, oh, I'm a speaker. I'm really good at communicating. Or I know how to talk. I'm really energetic, and therefore I'm a good communicator. Not always so. They don't always go hand in hand. And in fact, sometimes people happen upon your content before they even get into conversation or communication with you. Therefore, your collateral has to speak for you. Now, another little known fact is that there's a whole lot of marketese language. There's like kind of bro marketing out there, like these are the things you do to convert sales. And that's true for about 10% of the population. No joke. So the people that are kind of selling the one way to do things, they are the 10% people. And there's nothing wrong with their strategy. It actually works for them and for those clients that they're trying to attract. But that means you're leaving 90% of the population on the table. They're not converting for you because there's a unique language. And if you are anywhere outside of these, outside of this one, and if you're kind of living in these other zones, there is a language that helps people understand that you are trustworthy, that the products that you're offering are worth investing in, that there's guarantees, that it's safe and slow, like slow and steady wins the race. There are different people that want different things. Certain personalities want results immediately. Other people want it to be fun and get results. Other people want slow and steady. Other people want data-backed results. So it doesn't matter, and there's no right or wrong. You just need to know who you are and who you are speaking to, because the language is different for that audience. So let's talk about the kind of collateral you'll be maybe looking for. And this is my Black Friday offer. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what's possible for the collateral that you're using, and so that you can show up more professionally, because this is the key, right? This is the collateral that speaks for you in your stead. If you're on Amazon and you're looking at all the reviews, those words tell you that this is a product worth investing in or not. So let's talk about how we can polish your collateral so that it speaks for you, whether it goes ahead of you or whether it accompanies you. If you're like a speaker and you need a good slide deck, for example, there are subtle things that can either elevate your level of trustworthiness or professionalism, and there are things inside that slide deck that can kind of decrease that trust, know, and like factor. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen here and show you kind of the things that I'm offering for you for your business for a short time. Okay, let's take a look at this one pager that I did for one of my clients. So she has got a big presentation coming up, and she wanted to do an offer for her, small, medium, and large offers. So it's not very clear. Okay, so you can't see it super clearly. I'm having some tech issues. Just bear with me. So the point is, we did a one-pager for her to lay out all of her offers and the prices, and then she's got her links, and everything's linkable. And these are some things that she can share. This is a great one-pager if you're doing a presentation, if you happen to be a guest, you need something to give away. This can be like, hey, download this guide here, or whatever it might be, or you can send that as a PDF out to your clients. So that's one of the things. Let's look at some other things that might help you elevate that. Okay, this is a slide deck that I did for one of my clients. He just finished a TED Talk on this, and he was able to deliver a supportive document that would actually stand behind him in his presentations that really just tied in beautifully with his book. So I'm going to share kind of the full grid so you have a sense of what's going on here. We'll kind of scroll down, but basically it starts off on a journey. It's got all the pictures, and this looks like a lot for like a keynote, but keep in mind that they're just kind of some simple photos that he just kind of went along, and then the 4-to-1 important note right here, and how his story and journey continued. This is polished and professional, and it really helps people get that elevated sense of who you are and the business that you bring into their presence. Like, this is somebody I can trust because your stuff is polished. So that's really important for you to remember. It's key to bring things with you that support that, right? Okay, let's take you to the next document. Here is a beautiful workbook, but more like this client is doing one-to-one coaching, and so she has an entire workbook laid out for her clients to work through. And let's just kind of take a quick look. Originally, we have here, it's actually, we worked a freebie into it, so these people can kind of download this and they can do a quick kind of self-reflection. And this is all like writable PDF, so they can actually kind of click through, where do I land on these dots, and these dots are clickable, which is kind of cool. And then we give them an opportunity to do some key conclusions for themselves, and then book a one-on-one call, which is really great. That's the call to action page. And then the one-on-one call would include these things. Here's the offer for you. You can kind of have a great little option to work through the document, the downloadable PDF originally, the freebie guidebook. So there's an opportunity for her to go through the freebie that she gives away, like that kind of marketing piece, and work through the key conclusions, and then she can kind of guide them a bit further in her coaching, and then show them the offer, which is 6 steps to success, and then what you can expect, and then we kind of work right into the program. Then we built the program out of that. This one only so far has, I think, there are more modules than 6, but this is one of the offers that we have, and it goes on to do, I think it's going to be a much larger document. But for now, she's got an entire workbook that she goes through with her one-to-one clients. So this is really critical. If you're looking to do work with your clients, you want to have a process that they can trust and follow, knowing that they get the results. This is really critical if you are a coach. You can't just be like, let's get on a call and we'll talk about it, right? People are paying a lot of money. They want to know that there's a process included and that they can see results as they go. And so this is really important, because this is a cornerstone and a piece that shows people that they are actually getting through the work and getting the results they're looking for. Finally, let's look at another one that you can kind of work through. It's a great workbook. Let me just share my screen again. Here's another client that does incredible workshops, and she helps people become the CEO of their career and life. So she's got a whole program here that just takes people through the pillars. So it's actually like a workshop, and she goes through, and people have real work to do. So she has her whole, like, she lays out the pillars and then helps people define their values, the other steps. There's like checklists, then there's passion. So she takes people through an entire process that helps them uncover how they want to be the CEO of their career and ultimately their life. So this is a huge booklet, but it's really like a workshop document that takes people through the process. It's digital. She also has printed it, but people could follow along on their laptop and actually get all these things fillable as well. So you can see the value in having a really polished piece that helps people understand that they're tracking, and it's really a powerful process to let people know that you know what you're talking about, right? So that's the quick takeaway today, and not so quick, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to take a look at some of the documents that I've been working on for some of my one-to-one clients and helping them really elevate their position as a trusted authority. It doesn't matter the industry that you're in, whether you're a speaker, a coach, you could be in real estate, you could be, a doctor, a physiotherapist, you're called to do a keynote or even be on a panel. Having beautiful documents that support the words that you say is another subtle layer that people will be understanding that you are a trustworthy source. And so that comes from, like, when you show up to anything, right? You show up polished, dressed, you put your best clothes on. You don't go in, jeans and a ripped t-shirt and flip-flops, right? That doesn't say what you want it to say professionally. So too does your collateral have a voice of its own. And you want it to support what you're saying, not detract from who you are and the value that you bring. So you can show up professionally, be that trusted advisor, that trusted authority in your industry, no matter what, with polished collateral. So that's my offer for you today. It is Black Friday. I'm taking $220 off this offer. So I would love for you to take a look and see if this is something that you need in your business. Now is the time. There's only a couple of weeks left of the year. And it takes me, I call it a design day, but really it's more than a day. I take a day to kind of do all the work, but there's prep work for us to go through. I need all that collateral in my hands. I need to kind of put it into documents for you. And then I usually need a day. Like I have to put it away, walk away, and then the next day I come back with fresh eyes. And that's where I see, as someone that hasn't been working on it so closely, I'm like, oh, how does this land as like with fresh eyes? And then the editing process comes into play at that point. And so it's usually a 3-day process for me, but usually, within kind of like 5 business days or less, you will have that document in your hand. So I call it a design day. It's really a design work day for me. And then there's editing and polishing up that goes into it. I look at things and I like move some things around. It doesn't quite sit right for me. And so there's a bit of a process to it. And so I'm only going to be doing a few of them because we only have a few weeks left before the end of the year. And I like to take time off before Christmas and over the holidays to be with my family, as should you. So if this is something that you know is important for you so you can start the new year strong, now is the time. You don't want to be leaving opportunities on the table because you're not ready. You put your name in the hat for a speaking opportunity. They're like, great, can you send me a 1-pager of all that you can do and what your topics are? Be ready. Those are some other things that I can offer. 1-pagers for people, and we can kind of mix and match in that time frame. What can I do for you in a day? And it could be a bunch of smaller, it could be some social media, it could be a 1-pager. There's a couple things we could do, or it could be one large document. So let's get on a call or comment in the DMs, reply to me, let me know what your thoughts are and where you're kind of leaning. Like, what do I need? What do you need to be ready for the new year so you start it strong? Let's finish this year, get polished and ready so you can start like January 6th, right? That's the date because everyone's back to school, people are back in the office. Get your documents ready now so you're ready to submit, you're polished, you are top of the pile, and you show up professionally. That's your Black Friday offer. I hope that you consider, amongst all the fun things that you're going to buy, that you invest in your business and yourself, because this is going to make the year better for you as you start off. I hope that you have a great rest of the day. Pop in, let me know how I can support you, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks. Bye for now.